Good evening, folks. I'm sitting in my rig. See, this is my tiny home. It is really tiny. Well, actually, it's really big because, I mean, it's the biggest truck I've had, but it's kind of tiny. For everybody who has a house or an apartment or something like that, I actually have a truck. I live in my rig. I crochet a little bit, not much. I drive a lot. But I was going through my crochet hook bag earlier to see what all was in it. And because I haven't gone through it in forever. And of course I like llamas. That's my favorite, is llamas. I don't know why, because I've never actually had a llama. I've had a horse, and dogs and cats. Cats don't like me, but I like llamas. I don't know why I like llamas. But I was going through my bag and I realized I stuck it with a needle. You can see that needle right there. I stuck it with the needle, but that's so I don't lose the daggone needle. That's why I did it, is so I won't lose it. And I realized that these hooks right here are heavy. These ones here are heavy. I think these are the ones that Bag a Day likes. I think these are the only ones that Bag a Day uses. I got some from my mom, and but they're hard to find. I like them too. I mean, I got all different sizes in there. There's one plastic one in there. I don't know why that plastic one's in there. That one. Plastic. All my other plastic ones are broke because I have a death grip on my hook whenever I'm crocheting. I don't know why. But these go in my bag, but they're really heavy. And I have this stuff. I got a whole bunch of it, but have no clue where I put it in this truck. But this right here, I made bunny rabbits for my granddaughter, and I had to use this for making their eyes and their nose. So that's in my bag. And then I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I keep my needles in it. It's hard to do it when you don't have a stand. These are where my needles are at. It holds like 3 or 4 of them. And then I put that Young Living oil scent. I dripped some of it in there, and now it smells like rose petals. But I got that in there. And these are my favorite scissors. And I don't even like flamingos. And I don't like pink. I'm a gray girl. My favorite color is gray. But these, I found them, and I thought they were cool. They are good for the small yarn, like the 1 ply and the 2 and 3 ply. They're really good for them. And so I got those. I don't have a cap for it. I gotta crochet me a cap so it doesn't poke my bag. Like these are like my favorite scissors. And you can tell because I use them a lot, they're dirty. And I got this leather piece to go over the scissor part so it don't poke my bag. So these are in there. I think I picked these up at Hobby Lobby too. but I'm not sure. And then I found this on the ground. I figured I could crochet around it and make a button out of it. I dropped it. But I never got around to doing it. But it's actually really, it's like metal. I don't know what it is, so. But I found it on the ground. So I stuck it in there. And then I got pens so that I can write down a pattern if I need to, if I think of it. My crystal for good luck. Always keep a crystal with me. It's for energy, something like that. And then I've got these hooks, which help me out with my arthritis when it kicks in. I like these, but my favorite is green. This one here, this size is my favorite size. 5.75. I don't know if you can see it. Focus. It's not focusing. I am not good with a camera. But this is my favorite hook. But I do have these just in case. And then this is my star. Right here. My stress stone is what you're supposed to like rub on it so that you don't get stressed out. And then these things, which I got them out of my they're those tie thingies for trash bags, and I figured I could use them for something, so I stuck them in there. And then I got my little unicorn, and that holds my stitch markers on his tail. Makes his tail look pretty. And I got a pretty stitch marker here that I don't use because the hook is so small I can't see. So, but that's my little unicorn. He makes a sound. Hold on. I got the blue one for me, and I got a pink one for my granddaughter. Because at the time that I bought them, my granddaughter, her favorite color was pink. And now she goes, well, my favorite color is blue now. We need to swap. And I'm like, I don't like pink. But that's him. He holds my stitch markers. And then I got another crystal that I wrapped with wire. This is some really pretty wire. Oh, I drank a Frappuccino. That's why I'm shaking. But I wrapped it with wire. And it's got the prongs on it to put it on a necklace. But I don't wear necklaces because I work on a rig and I don't want to get caught on something on my rig and it choked me to death. That's not good. But yeah, I got that one in there. And then, of course, I can't forget my llama. It's a tape measure. It's hard to do with one hand here. I'm holding the phone with my other hand. But there, it's a measure. So I have to, I think I got this one at Hobby Lobby. I might have got it at Joann's. But it's got a llama on it. And it says, yarn rules. And it does, because I can't seem to quit buying yarn. And then I got tweezers in there. And I don't know why I got tweezers in my crochet stuff. But that's my bag. And But I wanted to get on here and let you know that I'm still trying to cope with everything, and I get depressed a lot, but I work. I'm a workaholic, so if I'm not driving the truck, I'm crocheting and or watching everybody's videos, like Bag of Days. Love Bag of Day. I've been trying to watch every single one of her videos from front to back, including the ads, except for that doctor that talks for like an hour. I skip him. I'm sorry. I skip him. All the other videos, I'll watch them. The only time I detour from watching them is if, you know, I gotta load and I gotta go. And then I just go back and watch them later. But I'm trying to watch all of her videos. Jada and Stitches, subscribe to her. I liked her scrap granny game that she played. I left that at home though. It's at my brother's house. It's not my home. It's my brother's home. And I have a bedroom at my brother's house. That's where most of my stuff is at. Most of my yarn anyway. Can't keep it all in the truck. It's too much. But oh, these are the scissors. These are my go-to scissors. These stay out of my bag. They stay hanging around somewhere in this truck, but they're ugly. They're ugly scissors, but they cut everything, and they're not even the Sharpie ones, but they cut everything. And those are my scissors, my go-to scissors. But I wanted to, I don't have the bunny rabbits. I got the pattern for the bunny rabbits off of, I'm not really sure her name, and I don't have my book. There it is. Ugh. Hold on a second, I'm trying to get it out. It's stuck under that. Okay, bunny pattern. Wrote down the bunny pattern. Bunny pattern. My notebook. And I did the dress and the overalls and the hats from Tiffany Hansen. I think that's her name. Her springtime bunny. But I watched her bunny pattern, and yeah, I made my own. I made my own because hers were smaller and my bunnies were big. So, but I used her overall pattern and her dress pattern but I just upsized the crochet hook so that it would fit my bunny's pattern. And no, I don't sell my patterns. I just started this year actually writing down the patterns as I create them, because before I would just make it and boom, it was done. But now I was actually told by somebody in my family that I need to start writing them down. And I'm like, because I don't remember how I made that. And she said, well, if you would have wrote it down, you would have known. And then I made little flowers to go on the hat and a little bitty leaf, which I didn't write down the leaf pattern that I made. I just made a little bit of leaves. But the little flowers were Mikey's flowers that were big. And I downsized them to this stuff, this thread stuff. And used a really small hook, steel hook. Which is quite hard because I'm halfway blind. But I'm not halfway blind. I drive a rig. I can't be blind. But I got this, my pattern book here. It's falling apart on me because I don't take care of it. It's just a folder, a binder per folder. And then I made wash rags from Bag of Days. Did like blanket patterns and stitch patterns for like shawls and scarves and blankets and stuff. And I'm not into crocheting blankets because I'm ADD and it's like, oh look, a chicken, or oh look, another color of yarn. But I made, oh, let me get them out. I should have did this before. It's in my bag. I got my hand in my bag. I made these spatial scrubbies, and they're made out of cotton yarn, so it's good. And I made a wash rag to go with it. Where's the front? There's the front right there. There's the wash rag to go with it. Don't ask me what stitches. Oh yeah, okay. I used this, I think is the double crochet and the single crochet and then double crochet. This is the front post cabling. This is the low front ridge, I think is what it's called. This is a Celtic weave stitch, and I just incorporated it all together in a wash rag to go with this scrubby. And then I made the Strawberry Fields Forever wash rag with a strawberry coaster or cup holder, coaster or whatever with it. And then I made the corner to corner wash rag, and I think this was Jada and Stitches pattern. I mean, it's corner to corner, so I mean anybody can do corner to corner. That's like a granny square is easy as pie. And then I'm doing a baby blanket because my brother had a new grandson, and so I was stitching him a baby blanket for his first Christmas. And it's right there. I hope you can see that. It's right there. It's got my favorite hook, and that's the pattern. All it is it's the shell pattern, but I modified it with a raised stitch on it. Let me see if I can pick it up. See, I put the, get it up in here. I put the, it's got the shell pattern right here with the raised stitches in it. And then it's got the, well, I don't know what it's called, crisscross stitch or something right in between them. But I put these two colors together, and I'm actually doing them together. There looks like it's like a small, they don't have bands on them. I got them in the clearance section, but it's really small, like maybe a 3, I guess. I don't know. I guess it would be a 3 weight, and I put them both together, and that's the size I get. And then I'm using my favorite hook on them because it's my favorite hook, which is a J of 5.75, and it makes a really tight stitch. And on top of that, I crochet tight, but that's upside down. That's the blanket I'm making him. And this is the back. The back's just flat. There ain't no design on the back. It's just flat. But that's the blanket. I saw a video about the shell stitch, but I'm not sure who, because I watch a lot of videos. And whenever because I'm alone in this truck all the time, so I watch videos of other people because it makes me feel like I'm not alone anymore. And that's why I watch them. And I watch them all the way through. And but I watched somebody's video on that shell stitch with the V stitch or something, and it was cool, but it wasn't raised, and I like the raised look on most of my stuff. And so I decided to do it, but do it my style. Because I mean, I'm picky. But yeah, and house is not really that clean, and so don't gripe me out. But yeah, it's just a truck. It's, let's see, there's some, that's my clothes hamper, and that's where I plug in my phone. And there's my clothes. Up there is yarn and stuff, my vitamins, that's my work area, and that's a whole lot of yarn, and that's a whole lot of food. And then I got all this stuff over here on my bed. But yeah, that's my home. And I got a refrigerator and a bed, and so, but it's just little. But I thought I'd say, hey, I ain't been around for a while, sorry about that. Heck, I only have 7 subscribers, so I watch everybody else's, but nobody watches me. But I think maybe it's because I'm not like on there all the time. But I'm gonna go, because I was crocheting and my hands started hurting, so I quit. And I guess now I'll go to bed. And so I'll talk to you later. Love y'all. Bye-bye.